That sounds pretty good. So next I want to do is I want to like set this up so that it has more of this punch to it with the drums. So what I want to do next is I'm going to go here to my kick track and I'm going to sort of increase this, make it a little more higher bump out of it, like that. So I got the snare going, but the snare's got to snap. So what I like to do sometimes is to pull up this little option here, which is this air plugin, which is a frequency shifter, as you can see it right here. Now when I'm doing a frequency shifter, I want to tune the snare drum up. So I'm going to go here up to option number 3. I'm going to go to drum tuner. Select that, and I want to tune this drum up. So I'll play it back a little more. There you go. I'm going to pump it higher now. Like that. So I give it more of that top end. I want that to stand out. Because if you hear a love song, that's got to stand out. It gives you the pulse. It maintains that constant tempo for the listener. And when you're slow dancing, you don't want to have them slow down or not know where the beat's at. So that must be a constant pounding in the drums. So I like the way that sounds so far. That's a pitch I can deal with. Now that pitch should fit in. I'm going to go back here and put these keyboards in just to make sure the pitch is right. Give a little more kick drum. Like that. That sounds good. So next I got these hi-hats. Got a hi-hat here. I've got this plugin. It's not on yet. You see it's in a bypass. Now this is a um, air phaser. So it sort of phases stuff in and out, kind of like. And what I'm doing here is I want to get this sort of feeling that this thing is a little hard, this little snare drum. So I'm going to go here right now. I'm going to hit a mix and got this verb going on. I'm going to play this back. You hear how low that is right there? It's not too bad, right? That's pretty good. I want to hit a little stronger, so here I'm going to add more depth to it. I've got it set for the 16th vibrato. It's a little bit louder. See it's a little lower there? If I turn it off, you hear the difference. And you'll see the height here increase in the meter here. See that? So I'm trying to get a little more of this thing going on where this constant hi-hat's going to be kicking in. Like that. Perfect. That sounded good. Okay, we got one more hi-hat here, another hi-hat. So we're going to go back here, I've got another element here, and this is giving me this old school motion. This is another air plug-in, the same one as before on the snare drum. It's a frequency shifter. And here, I'm using this thing right here, which is an old school modern. So here we go. And here we go. We'll play it back. I want to probably do anything else. See? It's like a little bit more of that dud rather than this other kind of sound where it's like hitting the side. That's too soft. I want to be hitting a little harder. See that? Now, play it back on the track. Now you should be able to hear the difference. Sort of subtle, but the difference is there, and you can hear it. So we get this little, just two different hi-hats going on, and it gives it more of this kind of like appeal to me. So now I'm adjusting up here my shaker. So I'm going to make sure not too much reverb. I'm going to make sure it's there, but not too much in the way. And we got this little tambourine as well. and might crash. Now, we'll hear this back in the mix from the top. Once I got it right there, I tend to go right back here to my master fader and make sure we've got no problems. Now, since I got the mixer, I like it. I would tend to say, I'll probably take this master fader, for example. I'll drag it all the way over here to the drums. I'm going to drag it over here so I can see what's going on. I want to make sure that we're right where I want it to be at. So I'll put it here. Let me put it next to the vocal. In this case, next to the drums right now. Let's get an idea. Now watch this. That controls everything except for reverb, right? I want to bring it in, get my bounce. That's an idea. It's perfect for me right now. This will I get understanding that that drum's going to stand out. Everything else will be right underneath that. And we'll go from here.